If anybody's carrying any dangerous cargoes, gases, petrol, acids, we make all the valves and equipment to protect the public and everyone around if there's an accident. That we have been fortunate in the fact that in the past there have been 2 serious accidents. One was only a couple of weeks ago in Scotland, where all the rail tankers are on fire, and they were actually protected by our valves. And I've just been talking to our customer this morning and said they work absolutely perfectly. So it's nice when you hear things like that.
Yeah. Clive, tell me about some of the problems that you've solved in your career, because it strikes me that you've been excellent at developing solutions for people's problems.
Well, how we found out about the problems, first of all, is when John and I went down to exhibitions, we used to put a card up on our stand. In 4 languages we'd say, if you've got a problem, tell us about it, and it won't cost you a penny. And when we looked through the problems, a lot of the answers were already there, and we'd have a brainstorming session back here afterwards, and be able to tell the customer, or the potential customer, where his answer was. It didn't cost us anything to do it, and it earned us a good brownie point. Conventional Manleys, if you have a look down here, normally have swing bolts like this. But back in the 70s, there were problems with people not tightening the swing bolts up correctly, and there was a lot of fires caused on railway tankers. And we were approached by Shell, Mex and BP to design a lid that sealed a lot, much better than that. And we designed this. It's called the self-venting man lid, and there's 5 fixing points, and just by moving this handle 90 degrees like that, the lid can be opened. But if there's any pressure in it, you can't open any further than that until all the pressure's gone, and then you can fire it and get into the tank. Those are in use all over the world. We made a seatless foot valve some years ago. This is a good example of it here. Shell, Mex and BP had a problem with dirt forming on the seat when the valve shut, and they wouldn't seal it. So we came forward and said, well, why not have a seatless valve where you've got a wiper ring going in first to clean the seat, then a cup seal to cure it. And it worked very, very well. Those are now also in use all around the world.
So Clive, I understand you built the world's smallest motorbike, held the Guinness World Record.
Yes, we did. In actual fact, the very first one we did was this one here. It's 13 inches long, and that got us the title for the first time. But unfortunately, we had so much publicity that somebody made one an inch shorter. So we didn't get in that year. So the next year we made one 9 inches long. And when we offered this to them, they said they'd actually had one smaller than this offered up. So then we made this one, which is 5.5 inches long, and that actually held the record for 13 years. That was an apprentice training exercise here. And another interesting thing is, you see, look at all these engines up here. A lot of those were made by apprentices when they finished their apprenticeship here. They all work.
Clive, what advice do you have for someone wanting to enter the engineering profession now?
Well, the first thing to do is decide which company you want to go to. Research the company. Whatever turns you on, whatever excites you, whatever you want to make, find out the company who does it, research them, and write to them long before you leave school, and get an interview and go and see them and have a chat with them. Don't let them choose you, you choose them. And there's lots of firms who'll be very impressed with that.